When we compare our rates across the nation for parking meters, Phoenix is lower than many major cities. In Chicago, the range is anywhere from $2 an hour to more than $6. And in San Francisco, people can pay up to $5.50 per hour. Here in Phoenix, the city does plan to start using demand-based pricing. It hasn't happened just yet, but that rate would max out at $4. Here in Arizona, we've seen 7 cases. Compare that to our neighbor California, who has the most recorded cases of the measles in the nation. But across 14 states, we've seen 102 cases.
The state of Arizona has some of the most lax gun laws in the nation.
Governor Ducey's budget proposal includes a transfer of $24 million from the Student Success Fund to the School Facilities Board.
2 of the bills, authorized by State Representatives Lawrence and Fincham, would prohibit the implementation of the Common Core in Arizona schools. One of them also requires giving the public notice to any standards changes. The other bill, HB 2392, would require that any assessment test administered be created within Arizona. The third bill would require the State Board of Education to adopt multiple achievement tests for districts and charters to choose from. The bill does require the tests to be nationally recognized, like the PSAT, Advanced Placement Exams, and Stanford Achievement Tests. And the fourth bill would allow parents to opt their children out of taking standardized tests without negatively affecting school or district achievement profiles.
Meanwhile, the feud between Superintendent of Public Instruction Diane Douglas and Governor Doug Ducey is beginning to get national attention. It all began when she fired 2 of the Board of Education's top staffers on Wednesday. Thursday, Governor Ducey reinstated them and issued a news release stating Douglas did not have that authority. On Friday, the Board of Education held an emergency meeting regarding the firings. That morning, Douglas called a last-minute news conference.
In the August primary of approximately 3.2 million registered voters in Arizona, only 27% voted.
You can head on over to CronkiteNewsOnline.com, keyword search Common Core to tell us what you know about Common Core.
And even though Governor Ducey signed a bill repealing Ames testing, math, reading, and writing tests start today and run through Wednesday. The Arizona School Board Association is holding a quality education for a day at the Capitol tomorrow. And Governor Doug Ducey is having a ceremonial bill signing of the American Civics Act. On Wednesday, there is a protest of Governor Ducey's education budget at the Capitol. Next time you go to a haunted house, you may need to be afraid of more than just the haunts. Traffic. We've all experienced it and we all have to go through it. But what if there was a way to detour around traffic so you make it to your destination faster? Jacqueline Polito reports on a new ADOT project that could help you do just that.
The Affordable Care Act has had a large impact across the nation with more than 11 million people signing up. In Arizona, there were over 200,000 people who signed up for health insurance as of last month's deadline.
Early voting in Arizona starts this week, and reporter Tweelon Nugent is here.
This tax season is also the first with the insurance reporting requirement under the Affordable Care Act, which requires almost all Americans to carry health insurance or pay a fine.
Tweelon, with huge crowds coming to the valley this weekend, the effect it has on the environment is undeniable.
Small and tiny houses are 400 square feet or less, built on either wheels or a foundation.
Video games, television screens, social networking, all things that could be keeping your children from hitting the books. A decade-long investigation involving several hundred suspected Bosnian war criminals is making headlines as U.S. and Bosnian officials discussed their potential deportation this morning.